on today's app. And they're like, is this Chloe Richmond? And I'm like, this is she.
Why do people say that?
I don't know. It's like, yeah, it's me.
My dad, always growing up, he would be like, this is he. And I'm like, this is him. This is him.
This is you.
Who started that?
Hey guys, this is Litty and Chitty in the Big Bad City, a podcast by New Yorkers for everyone. I'm Chloe.
I'm Em, and that's all you need to know.
Let's get started. What's up, Em?
Not much in your brand new apartment.
Welcome to 14th Street, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God, don't say the avenue. People can find you.
Come over. Welcome.
It is so amazing.
Thank you. I'm really happy here.
I'm really happy too because I'm off the express and now you're off the express, so I can get to you. I mean, today getting down here.
You're late always.
I'm always late, but this was something else. This was like This was something else.
Why?
I get down to get the subway. It was just one of those classic, like one after another not working.
Yeah.
I get down, I miss the 2-3, which just gave away the avenue you're off of. But
No,
listen,
they're
there's so
fine.
many buildings.
There's so many buildings. How would they be able to find?
That is this one. I miss the 2-3. Like as I'm going, I see it blinking when I'm walking into the station, and then I put my phone down. I'm like, I'm not gonna run. Maybe I'll make it. Maybe I won't. But then I put my phone down, and the Omni's not working. Like the tap to pay.
Wait a second.
Like I go in and I just doink. Like I
That's
run
the
right
worst.
into the metal bar.
The turntable.
The turnstile. Like where you pay.
Turnstile.
I put my phone down. and
That's the Omni?
yeah, I have it set so that it's automatic. You just type it. You know, I'm sure you do too, right?
I tap, but I have to double click to
No, you can set it so that it detects when it's near an Omni.
Although today that didn't work so well for you.
yeah, because and you always think, because you know when you get stuck behind someone's who doesn't work, and it's like, fucking move.
Yeah.
It wasn't that my phone wasn't working, it was that the Omni wasn't working. Like the turnstile, I tried 3 turnstiles and they weren't working, and then finally one worked. So anyway, I'm coming to come see you. I'm already late. I come in, I smack against the metal bar. I'm like, ugh, go.
That's
I'm
the
starting to
worst.
sweat. The train leaves. I'm not getting it.
And you're not on it.
And I'm not on it. Call back to an early stand-up bit of mine. And then I go down, and the next express at rush hour, mind you, is in 6 minutes. That's a long time. At rush hour?
Dude, I'll wait for like 12.
Well, you're used to being off the local. And you're always early. Of course you'll wait for 12.
I'm-
I go down and it's more
Yeah.
than 3 minutes. I'm like, what's going on? What's wrong?
I think the other day we like got into the subway and it said like 7 minutes and you're like, never mind. And I was like,
I did?
Yeah, where I was like, we're already.
Oh, when we were going
already
downtown.
We're already down under.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not going back up. Once I'm down there, I'm not going back up.
I know, me neither. And I sometimes have to remind myself, like, 7 minutes is so short. Think about like when
7
you're...
minutes in heaven.
Yeah.
Think about kissing someone for 7 minutes.
Exactly.
It's
That's
actually
a long
really
time
long.
to kiss someone. Think about like 7 minutes of sleep. Goes by in a second. And 7 minutes ultimately does go by quick. I have the ultimate distraction, an iPhone, so
Hell
I'm fine.
yeah.
But I am so just like annoyed if the subway takes too long.
It does suck.
It was particularly annoying because I'm an express girl. I go down, it leaves, and I have to wait 6 minutes. Anyway, I finally get on that 6 minute train. 6 minutes later, I get on the train. It goes, and then at Penn Station at 34th Street, she was like, "There's an
She-
emergency." The conductor,
Yeah.
the train, the train said, "Hey, you guys." There was an emergency, and so the last stop would be this. This is going back to the Bronx. You're going to want to get off. I was like, what? And you know what, 34th, you can't just walk across the platform to the local. You got to go down the stairs and back up and around. So I get off, and I'm like...
You know those things? Like, you are really good with that. Like, you know exactly.
I'm a numbers and location girl.
Yeah, like when I get on the subway, this is just my example. When I get on the subway, like I just get on the subway. I'm not looking which cart number. Like
No, but I don't look at cart numbers.
or you'll be like,
just,
I need to enter this subway at the end of the subway, or I need to get on in the middle of the subway.
I am that girl.
And
I'm like, if I'm going to 27th Street, I go to the front of the car because that's the exit I get out of on 27th Street.
You wouldn't
is
just
down.
walk all the way down.
No, that's a waste of my precious lifetime.
Or steps.
I get the steps before. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah.
In my waiting time, I walk.
In your 6 minutes.
In my 6 minutes,
use them wisely.
I use them wisely, exactly. I will always be that girl. I'm just always impatient when I'm on transit. It's so impossible for me to like ride a train or be in a car and not be like, let's go, let's
Yeah.
go. Like I just like hate being on the
Yeah,
move.
transportation sucks.
Yeah, but it's like, no, it doesn't.
No, it's amazing. But
I'm
it's
always
also,
rushing. I
No.
almost got hit on my bike today because
I got
I
in a-
needed to make it through a yellow light. And it's like, Where are you off to that you
Yeah.
can't just sit and stop?
I got in a bike accident. Did I tell you this?
Did? No.
So I'm a city bike girl, as you are not.
I'm
You
not. I have
your
my own bike.
I'm a city bike girl, and I have a membership, yearly, annual. And this guy was going up, like a one-way street. He was coming
The
up
wrong way?
in the rain. He was going the wrong way. And I know you've gotten a ticket before.
I got a ticket for going the wrong way.
Yeah,
which
someone was
crazy.
coming up, and I like screeched on my brakes, but it was wet, so I like just kept going, and I hit the curb, and I abort ship really quick. I jumped off the side.
And did you fall?
My bike crashed, and I was on the side, and I was like, "Fuck!" It was more embarrassing than it was like.
I
He
would
didn't say
have
sorry.
yelled at him and been like, what the hell?
I felt so embarrassed for myself for some reason.
But also, I'm trying to visualize this. You abort ship, you jump off the bike, you land on your feet?
Yeah.
Why don't I believe that?
I know why you don't believe that, because that sounds crazy and amazing, and like I'm Superman.
You're like
And
the Incredibles.
You're right. When I was younger, I didn't know how to. When I first learned how to ride a bike, I did not know how to stop. I didn't understand the grippy.
Yeah.
Or the like. You know when sometimes you have to reverse pedal for a stop. You ever be on one of those bikes?
When I was a baby, not anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't get it. So when I would be going too fast, I would just like jump off.
Oh.
So I'm actually quite nimble on my feet when it comes to
Whoa.
biking. And I'll never forget learning how to ride a bike in Battersea Park in London. That's where I learned how to ride a bike.
Aw.
And abort ship.
So after you fell off the bike, then what happened?
I got right back on it.
And kept going? And you were biking in the rain?
Yeah, I was biking in the rain.
Why? You amaze me actually sometimes.
You know what I hate?
What?
Electric. Not the electric city bikes, scooters
Yeah.
in my lane.
Yeah.
In my lane.
A lot of Vespa.
Emily.
Sorry. A lot of Vespa people will like go in the bike lane and I'm like, you can't. You actually can't.
I'm very vocal when I'm on my bike. Like if someone's in the lane or someone's not looking, I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
I'm like, look out.
Yeah. Well, what's so freeing about being on a bike in the city is like you could say anything because it doesn't matter because in 2 seconds,
Yeah.
as quick as you said it, you're gone.
Catch me if you can.
Yeah, I've shouted like, "Hey!"
Yeah,
or like,
as you're going by. Yeah, I do a big
I
yell.
become so
Like,
mask
ooh.
on my bike.
I'm so masked on my bike too. I'm like, whoa.
yeah.
What?
That's a little more like
that was
just like
like,
Swedish.
"Yoo,
Yeah.
yoo." I definitely.
I
am
have
like-
shouted so many times like "yo."
Yeah.
I never in my life do I say "yo" except when I'm on a bike getting
I
people
say
out of my way.
I throw out yo's left and right on my bike.
Yeah. And then there's like, have you ever had an experience on a bike where you're biking and like it's you or me, pal, who's gonna go first in the
Yeah.
way, and then I'll like do a little head nod of like you
Yeah.
go, and then they like nod thank you, and it's just like a nod and a nod.
I love that's a good.
I love
yeah,
that.
It's so
no
satisfying.
language
Yeah, like
needed.
go ahead.
Yeah.
I do a vocal. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. So something crazy happened this week.
What?
The two of us together. I went out.
Where? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Emily Wilson, you heard it here first,
Let's
went
set
to
the
a
scene.
fashion week party
Hell yeah, you did.
and had the time of my life.
Hell fucking yeah, you did.
Set the scene.
Set the scene. Here I go. So, New York Fashion Week in New York, you guys. It's happening. It was crazy. There's after parties left and right. There's fashion shows. There's editors. There's influencers. There's VIP. You name it, they're happening.
Yeah.
In my work day to day, I work with influencers and I work remember I was trying to explain that to you, but now you understand.
Now I
better.
fully understand.
I do invites.
And you know what? When I edited that part of the podcast, I was like, I just wasn't listening.
You
Because you explained it pretty well.
Thank you. So cool.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. You're welcome. What? Okay. So, I had a party for a fashion week. Wait, I had a fashion week party.
Yeah. For your job.
For my job at Public Hotel.
yeah.
215 Christie Street. If you haven't been, it's one of those places that we were going when they first opened. It's an Ian Traeger hotel. When they first opened,
I don't know who
Ian
that is.
Traeger is like he started Studio 54.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah. I met him and I
Can I
interviewed
be
him.
really honest?
You don't know what Studio 54 is?
I like do, but I don't. It was like a club, like Andy Warhol.
Yeah, like everyone went there. Like everyone went there.
And it was a club or
was
like
a club.
show
No, it was a
space?
club.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I feel a little stupid for not knowing
That's
that.
okay. You're not
There
stupid.
are, I'm sure people over the course of our lifetimes on this podcast, whatever, people are going to find out that there are some big things in life that I don't know.
Yeah. And there are
And
also
Studio
some big
54.
things that I don't know.
Yeah.
But
And I
well,
hate when that happens.
Yeah, it's okay. Well,
Never seen
take it
Jaws.
as really
Yeah.
interesting. I fucking love that movie.
I know, but actually, I don't feel that bad about it because my friend Katie also just watched it for the first time this year, and she's like really smart and
She's
a
really
cinephile.
smart.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yep.
Cool.
When you said she's really smart, I'm like, Katie.
Yeah. So Ian Traeger Hotel, Public
Yeah.
215 Christie.
Yeah, just so they know they
Yeah,
can
yeah,
come.
yeah.
Like you should go there.
Yeah.
There's an upstairs party and there's a downstairs party. Upstairs is the rooftop. Downstairs is the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, so we're throwing it back to 2018, like when we used to go out. I'm working the door. We're
Yeah.
back in Set the Mood. Like,
Yeah.
I'm working the door. I know the manager there. Like my friend Blue to Tigers, like DJing. Like it's all
That's
over.
who was DJing?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So I text I text you, and
Woo!
I'm like, you should come by this party. Like, I know it's Tuesday. I know you have the Red Room,
Mm-hmm.
Emily's weekly show at the Red Room at,
KGB.
yes. And she's like, haha, like, sure. But, like, not really entertaining it. Like, I knew you weren't going to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I knew it was going to be late. And, like, hours go by. I'm working there. Like, I get there at 6, by the way.
Oh my God.
And I'm there. I leave at 4:30 a.m., so you all know.
I can't believe that.
But anyway.
During the week that you're moving.
Yeah, during the week I'm moving. Then anyway, at like, what was it, like 12?
No, I think it was probably 11. Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
At 11,
Yeah.
Emily comes up to the front.
Woo!
It was so fun. Emily looks so cute. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, they're with me.
Yeah,
They're
that
good. They're
I felt
cool.
so cool. Well, let me just say, this was like such a thing where I'm gonna back it up a bit here.
Take us back.
After we went to a birthday dinner on Sunday, which I know in the last episode I said I'm done, but it's
made a sacrifice.
One of my best friends, I made a sacrifice.
Yeah.
One of the only people I would go to a birthday dinner for. I go to all the birthday dinners. Anyway, we went downtown for a dinner on Sunday, and when I was down there, first of all, I was like totally the least in common with everyone there in terms of like job and social scene and world. And I kind of felt like I was in Sex and the City in that way of like when you're at a thing in New York and you're like not in that, like you're the outsider, not outsider, but like,
You're the outsider looking in.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Totally.
like it kind of.
I've never been an outsider, but I'm sure I could relate. I'm just kidding.
Like when you've come to the Red Room, do you ever feel that way?
Totally.
Or if you're hanging out with like
All of your, yeah.
my comedy group?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So like me at this dinner, I was just so like, wow, like listening to all the things that are talked about, blah, blah, blah. And it
Everyone's
was,
different New Yorks.
everyone has different New Yorks. And this was like in like Chinatown, and I was like, I'm never down here. Anyway, I went home, and John and I were talking about how like I think since getting back from tour and since I got engaged, there's like a thing where not that it's not a panic about the timeline of my life, but it's just made me realize like it just checks you in of like, wow, I'm not 18. Life goes fast. Things go fast, and it's made me really so much more present in my life and like really appreciate everything I'm doing.
Yeah.
And so when we were at this dinner, I was like, wow, before you know it, I'm going to have a child. Like not that soon, but I'm closer to having a kid than I am to being in college. And like college felt like yesterday.
Right.
So it just made me go like, be present.
Yeah.
Live in New York. You live in New York. Like you're engaged, you're young. Like say yes.
Yeah, play more.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
And so then 2 days, and John and I were talking about like, wow, yeah, we should like go to dinner more, blah, blah, blah. 2 days later, we're at the Red Room and my weekly show. And afterwards, we were like having fun, drinking. I always just hang there after for 2 hours and then
Yeah,
go home. And it's
the
like,
vibes are really fun there too. Like,
the vibes at Tuesdays at the Red Room are immaculate. It's my favorite night of the week.
everyone should come.
Everyone should come. I love, one of my favorite things is like, it's so intimate. It's like a 40-seat room. And like after the shows, people who hang after, like getting to talk to the people who came to the show. And like,
Yeah.
the bartender's the same every week.
Community,
Amanda,
like,
I love her. Yeah,
yeah.
it's just so, so fun. I love all the comedians who do it. So I'm always just hanging out there for like hours after, and then
Yeah.
I go home. But this was one of those where I knew about your party, and then the Red Room was winding down, and we were like, should we go to public? And like John mentioned wanting to go out dancing, and this is what I want to talk about. There was a part of me that was like, no, obviously I don't want to go.
Yeah.
And then I had a moment where I was like, what part of me is saying I don't want to go? Because I want to go.
Right.
Like there was an external like something I've been so used to saying no to like
Yeah.
that type of thing for so long.
Yeah.
Of like, no, not my vibe. But it's like, actually,
think-
everything in my body is telling me that I
Yeah.
want to dance, man.
Yeah, man.
I want to get out there and dance.
I think that's because we have this idea of like going out, first of all.
Yeah,
is,
we're so
like,
scared
the
from
idea of it
when we
is,
hated
like,
it.
The idea of it's like, oh, like what does that really mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like now we can do whatever the fuck we want. Like you can go, like when we go out, it's what we make of it.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can have fun anywhere we want. It's the people, it's like the
Yeah.
vibes. Like you just have to curate it to you.
Right.
Like you came with a crowd that was very you and
Yeah.
fun and who you have fun with and danced.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Right. So what happened was I actually, first before I went there, I went and got dollar pizza, dipped it in some ranch sauce, had a couple slices,
Hell
and then I said,
fucking yeah.
let's go fucking dancing.
And you did.
It's like midnight on a Tuesday. We go to Public, and I'm in the midst of like the most good looking people I've been around in probably a couple years.
Probably.
Like perfect faces all around
there
me.
was perfect faces all around.
And it was the first time in my life where I was like so respectful of that. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I usually am like, oh, they're so cool and annoying and they
Yeah,
probably
but you're
think
like,
I'm a loser.
fuck yeah.
But I was like, you go, you guys. You are so gorgeous. You all look amazing. And then I'm just in the middle of it all, like dancing to Turn Me On by Kevin G. What's the guy's name? He's like,
Let me hold
you. Go correct. I'm like getting down.
You, by the way, you looked fucking awesome too.
Thank you. I was wearing porch vines from the Red Room.
Yeah.
And we were there for like 2 hours dancing the night away.
Yeah. You didn't text me back once.
No, because I was having so much fun on the dance floor. And then we went home and we said bye to you on the way out. And it was like so much fun.
That's so fun, Em. I didn't go in once and I was still there 4 hours after you left.
I know. But there was something like so cool about that. You were so boss. It was
so
your
cool.
event.
Yeah, I was like, what's up, bitches? And welcome to my party.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
loved
was
it.
fun. It was really cool. It was really fun.
Yeah. And it just made me go like, life is short, man. Get out there, and if you're feeling it, just say yes.
Yeah.
Go with the moment.
I loved going out dancing, and it's hard to find good spots to go dancing these days.
That's the thing, is like whenever I think about going out dancing, I'm like, well, I don't want to go to like a warehouse in Brooklyn or
Oh my God.
Brooklyn, or I don't
Yeah,
want to have to go to like beauty bar. Do you know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
don't know where to dance these days. And
You know what used
Public
to be
Hotel
really-
Danielle Guizzo Fashion Week party was the place to dance.
Yeah, like
the
that,
music
you
was
said that.
amazing.
Totally. The music was awesome.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
the places that we used to go dancing are just not cool anymore. Like
I bet.
Berlin.
Do they even exist?
You remember
Oh.
Berlin? That used to be so fun to go dancing.
Berlin used to be the shit.
I went there kind of recently.
on
and it
Second
was-
and A, right?
Yeah, it was like shoulder to shoulder frat.
Oh no, that always happens, doesn't it?
And like someone spilled a drink on me and was like, "You're in my way." And I'm like,
oh my god.
I'm the queen here.
Yeah. When a bar, like when frat people, like Murray Hill people find out about
Yeah,
a bar,
careful.
I'm like, oh, why? Who do we know who lives there?
No, I don't know, but we've got listeners.
No, that's
all
true.
around.
That's true. And Murray Hill is nice. It's more just like there tends to be a type of
You know, it
person
does
who
have a
lives
rep.
there.
It does have a rep.
It has
Let's
a
be
rep.
Honest. Let's be honest.
It has a rep of like people who just graduated state school and moved to the city.
Yeah. And
But I'm not going to
Respect.
Respect. Yeah, respect. Listen, I live on the Upper West Side. People have plenty of bad things to say about
yeah,
that.
old Jews.
And that's what I am.
That's what you are. Yeah.
But that happened with another bar that I used to love to go to, and then it just became like, or like, didn't like Paul's Babygram become that?
Like, yes and no. I bet. I don't know, actually. It's
Or
been
like,
so long.
Or like, was Mr. Purple ever not that?
I feel like Mr. Purple had a Momo. For sure, that was
Mr.
cool.
Purple was where I went on my 21st birthday.
Mr. Purple was actually really, really fun. But
It's so fun.
Like,
Great
It'd be
rooftop.
so embarrassing for us to even step foot there.
I know,
But
now it's-
why? Like, because it shouldn't be. Because honestly, if it was like me and you, we went to Mr. Purple, we'd probably have a
We
fucking
should
good
go to
time.
Mr. Purple.
We should like go to these places for and
Experimentation and
review.
review. Well, my review of the Public Hotel, Danielle Guizzo Fashion Week, downstairs.
called Art Space. I think
Which
it
is also, I don't know, I forget if we talked about this. My friends Chloe and Moss and August White, and Brady Lees produces it, and with Carly Hoogs, they host this
Whoa.
weekly show, a lot of names.
Yeah, names,
Called
names.
Cherry in that same space. So I've been at that art space in public
I know.
recently just for comedy shows.
That space is great. We could go there tonight even.
I know, you keep wanting to get me to do stuff tonight.
Here's the thing. I moved all week. I worked my ass off
know.
all week.
I
I
would
want to
do
like
that.
let loose and have a drink. Why are you like, you immediately said no, like let take a beat.
I know, only because like I feel like I felt this way all week of like I'm on the verge of I could get sick.
Oh,
But I'm not. I did berries.
like
I'm fine.
stick an IV in there and shut up.
Facts, that's facts. Yeah, that's fair.
You're like always like in a wellness kick more than me, and I'm like
I
a
am
wellness guru.
so wellness these days. But also it's like, shouldn't I take my own advice from 10 seconds ago and
Yeah, like
say
live
yes
a little.
to the moment?
Also, what if me and you, just the two of us, like went
I
out
would
dancing,
love to go just the two
and
of
we
us.
got a little drunk.
That actually does
I haven't
sound
been drunk with you in years.
I know. All right.
Think about
I'll have
it.
to make some phone calls.
Think about it. You guys think we should go out?
I wish we should do a live episode once and like have people write in.
Do you guys want me to go out?
Wait, speaking of writing in, actually today, Chloe posted on her Instagram story that we were recording today and asked people to ask questions.
I have a few fun questions that we could go through.
Well, I think we picked the one. I think it's like we should pick one
Okay.
each episode.
I think we should, each episode, we have one.
There's a lucky winner whose question we answer.
lucky winner.
And I remember what it was.
Yeah.
But do you want to look for it?
It looked like seemed fun for me to be like, and I'll look here.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have been asking us.
One person asked us. No, we got a lot of questions.
We
but
did.
We picked
got
one.
a lot, okay. How you make friends in New York?
How do you make
Which
friends in
I
New
think
York?
is a really good question, and I really wanted to talk. I've always wanted to talk about this, just generally, just how you make friends as a young adult, because I think making friends as a young adult is shameful for some reason, and I don't think it should be. Hold on, wrong. But
No, you're
there's
right.
shame.
Keep going. You're right. Keep going.
I don't know if that's the right word, but it's like
It's embarrassing.
it's embarrassing to like. It's embarrassing, but it totally shouldn't be, because if anyone came up to you on the street and like wanted to talk, most of the time I wouldn't be bothered. Although most of my friends would probably be like, "What?" I would just chat.
You would chat.
And let me like also say, when I don't know if maybe coming up to me on the street is the right word, but like if someone while I was like out or at a coffee shop was like, "I like your pants," I'd be like, "Thanks. Welcome to conversation." You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
I find it really hard in New York to like have a community outside of like your friends, your job, and like your workout, whatever. So making friends in random spaces is like really fun and really like inspiring.
So give us another example if it wasn't going to be on the street. If someone came up to you, like
Yeah,
where?
it's gonna be
Like at a bar or like in the park.
yeah, in the park, at the bar. Here's an easy one. What a cute dog. What's their name? Friend.
Right.
But let's think a little bit outside the box.
Well, I was going to say that I think I have been like, I haven't had to make friends as an adult in New York because I went to college. We both went to college here. So I feel like we have like had built-in friends here just from being in college. But in my life and in the scenes I've been in, I've seen people come in who like just moved here and are trying to make friends. Like people who have come into the Red Room and just like hung out and like tried to,
Totally.
like get in that circle or gone to shows, gone to like, I feel like live events.
I was just going to say events are like the best place,
the way to
I
do
think.
it. Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people also, you go to these things alone, which is like really cool and really like baller to like show up, because more people are going to talk to you when you're alone too. It's less intimidating.
Well, and you have to kind of talk to people when you're alone. I think if anyone, like, I agree with you. People do feel like shameful or embarrassing. Like I've seen people, like if someone's like hanging around a lot that's new, it's like, who's that? And it's like, they're just trying. And I think if you're listening to this podcast, let's all agree to commit to have the open mind. If someone new comes into a circle or starts coming to a bar or a space or a show or an event or a party, like be friendly. It's like, it is hard out there to make friends.
Yeah.
And like, why couldn't we all use a couple more?
It's really, I agree. It's really funny because there is a Facebook group. Here I go with the Facebook group again. I'm like obsessed.
You do have Facebook
There's
groups.
a Facebook group called Sweats in the City.
What's that?
And it's another group on Facebook. And if you're not in it and you're a young woman, you should totally be in it, because
I can't believe you still go on Facebook.
I go on Facebook like all the time.
For what?
I think
Groups?
it's like ingrained in my brain to like check Facebook. Is that crazy?
A little bit. I haven't been on Facebook in...
I love Facebook.
I don't even have the app. One time I logged on and I was like, and I got off.
Want to know something really funny?
It's so dated to me now.
Me and Oliver, We are Facebook official on Facebook.
Shut up.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago, we were like, should we do this?
Should we become Facebook official?
And we did.
That's so funny.
So if you go on my
Did anyone
Facebook-
like your status update?
Everyone.
Wait, people are still on Facebook?
Dude, it's like every mom, like every ex's mom was
Well-
like, congrats, Chloe. We knew you'd find one, a better one.
Wait, but that's it's all moms. It's not like
No, I have friends on Facebook.
like do you post statuses on there? What do you post on there?
I don't post statuses, but like I go on, like I'll do a scroll, like, oh,
As an
they're engaged.
observer?
I'm from afar.
So tell me about this group Sweats in the
So
City.
Sweats in the City is like women, and it's like if you're subleasing an apartment, or if you want to sublet the apartment, if you want to sell something, and it's women, so you're not really scared of like someone coming to your house because you have to be like administered in.
Oh, okay.
So
Vetted.
So I've been selling a lot of things on Facebook Marketplace via Sex in the City, Sweats in the City.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not scared, obviously, because I know these girls like are vetted.
Yeah.
But also it's really
Wait,
funny because
Sweats in the City? Why sweats?
I don't know. Hang out, put your sweats on. That's not why.
But for subletting apartments?
Dude, I don't know. No, it's not just
Like you sweat when you move?
no, it's not literal.
So Sweats in the City. All right, keep going.
Sweatpants.
Oh.
Wait.
No, I think you're
good
right. I'm
question.
just sort of like, what does that have to do with moving?
Every time someone comes over to buy something, I'm like, what's up? Like, I want to hang. And they're like, ready to go.
That's funny because you were telling me yesterday that this person was picking something up from you, and last
She's
time,
old and she wasn't from Sweats in the City, okay? So
and she stayed like an hour, and you
this
didn't
is
want
really
her
funny,
to.
and I feel like that it is actually quite a good like story. Really quick, is this woman came over to buy from me the other week, and she sat down and talked to me for like 2 hours. She met her husband on a subway, which I thought was actually a really fun New York story.
That is a really fun New York story.
They were on the
which
subway.
line?
They were on the one.
Wow, I live on the
I
one.
know, and he goes, so where are you heading? It's really good.
Wow.
Anyway, I'm not going to tell her whole story, but basically she talked for hours and I was so tired. She comes after 7 because after 7 is free parking. She drove from Connecticut. So
Are you kidding me?
No.
What did she pick up from you?
2 mirrors last time. Then yesterday she came to pick up and she picked up the whole outdoor furniture, but I didn't want her to come upstairs because I didn't want to sit
Yeah.
and chat. So by myself, I took one by one every
my
single piece
God.
of furniture and brought them downstairs. And everyone in my lobby like started to like get a little like, well, why like they felt bad for me. I'm like, I'm schwitzing. I'm like, oh, I just
You
don't
were
want,
texting me while this was
I
happening.
just don't want this woman to come up. And they're like, that's a curb episode. Like you bring literally your whole apartment down
Yeah.
so you don't have to sit and talk. Anyway, I get down there. She comes over, picks it all up, and she's like, you said that there's other things you would let me look at. Can I come up?
Oh my
And I'm like,
God, after all
Yeah,
that.
of course.
And you let her up.
She came up. We chatted for hours.
Are you kidding me?
No.
How long actually?
No, not that. Not like as long as the first time, but like long enough that she's like, I'd like to be friends with you longer. We have a connection.
Oh my God. Do you feel the same way?
Invisalign the whole time. I'm like, I can't be friends with someone that has a mouth like that.
Hey.
I'm just kidding.
Wait, so what else did she buy anything else? Or did
She
she
bought
come
the
up
entire
and
outdoor furniture, and then she had the nerve
to come up and not buy
to
anything?
not buy anything else and to text me today and be like, if you're gonna give anything away for free, I'll take it.
Oh my God.
I'm a
friendship
businesswoman.
over. Friendship over.
I don't need new friends. Forget everything I just said 30 minutes ago. I need no new friends after that. I'm like, sit down.
That's such maybe she was like trying to get close to you to like con you into that.
I know. I'm like, you can't con me.
Yeah.
You can't con me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you can't con me.
I'm so impressed that you like sat and talked with her both times. You should like. I'm surprised you didn't go like. Sorry, I have to go.
You know what? Someone in the lobby told me to say.
What?
I have a brisket in the oven. I was like, that's hilarious. And guess who told me to say that?
Wait.
Dan.
Oh my God.
I ran into one
You
of-
were always talking to someone in the lobby.
I'm-
Like the fact that you just said someone, you know what someone in the lobby told me? I'm like, when have I ever been anywhere where like I'm talking to someone?
You want to know something?
Never.
You want to know something? This is actually really good. I'm really glad you said this.
I'm ready.
So my dad.
Yeah,
is,
I was gonna say it's such a quality
it's
of your
such
dad.
a quality of my dad. My dad is like a New Yorker. He like likes to talk to people, likes to get their stories. He wants to likes the seeing people go in and out. Anyway.
Yeah.
So he would always go into his lobby and hang out around there. And that's how he met the rabbi.
Right.
And so the rabbi used to also hang out down there because he was trying to see like who's Jewish in the building.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then my dad ended up being like meeting the rabbi being like, they became really good friends. And the rabbi said like, you are like the, wait, what's the word?
Come on, we'll get it. What's the word? Try. Attempt it.
The mayor.
The mayor.
The mayor. God damn it. The words are hard. The mayor of the building. And then he was like, the rabbi said the whole thing about my dad teaching him so much about New York that my dad was actually the rabbi. And now I'm kind of like, bitch, I'm the rabbi.
You are the rabbi.
I'm the rabbi. I'm connecting.
You are.
Anyway, so I fucking yeah. I love to talk to people.
You do. I gotta be more like you.
Oh, that's cute.
That's inspiring, for real.
Really?
Yeah, because can I tell you how many times I've got into my building at the same time as someone else who's going home too? And I just like hold the door. They're like, thanks. I'm like, no problem. And I just move on. Why don't I go like, hi, I'm Emily, by the way.
Dude, everyone I've met in this building, so far only one person has given their name in return to me. But I'm like, I just moved in. What's up? I'm Chloe. They're like, they say, nice to meet you. Shut down.
Wow.
Shut down. They don't want me. But Kim.
But that's amazing that
she
you
said,
try.
I'm Kim.
I'm Kim.
I said, I'll remember that.
Is she on your floor?
No, she's pregnant.
I actually saw this was cool. Speaking of
Talk
neighbors,
to your neighbors.
I'm going to. You've inspired me. I'm going to. I yesterday when I walked into my building, there was a note on the door that said, to the amazing opera singer. Now, if you have followed me on Instagram for any amount of time, you know that I have posted a hell of a lot about my next door neighbor who sings opera every day at like 3 p.m. And she's amazing. And you would, like, most people would be annoyed by that, of like, if you're trying to work.
My jaw is dropped thinking about the opera singer.
And wait till I tell you the rest. You would think, like, if you're working or if you have stuff to do, hearing opera through your walls could piss you off. Never once has it pissed me off. I always actually go closer and I listen because it's so incredible. And I just like, I'm amazed by her. And we've only introduced ourselves like when she moved in. And then we'll like smile and say hi and that's it. But like,
have you ever complimented her?
Complimented her? No, but now, okay. I've never complimented her and I want to. And I also want to like ask for her number. Like, I feel like we should be like, only in a way where it's like, hey,
Instagram.
a package came for me. Can you actually take it into your apartment? Instagram. Oh, I stalked her. I found her on Instagram.
Perfect. You should definitely do an Instagram, and I don't think you should get her number.
Why?
I don't know.
I was gonna say number, not Instagram, because I don't want her seeing who I am.
Let's debate this.
Okay, the reason why I would say getting her number instead of Instagram keeps us strictly as neighbors. She doesn't have to know anything about me, about my personality. It keeps us like, all I know about you is what I've experienced. I like more and more having those relationships. For example, my vocal coach, she's obviously not on social media.
Why is she obviously not on social media?
She's older. I left that out. She's like older, like an older New York woman.
Vocal coaches cannot be on social media.
But me and my vocal coach, what I cherish about going for my voice lessons is I'm like, all you know about me, I mean, she's seen my show, but like, all you know about me is what you've experienced in real life.
I like that.
I love when I have relationships that are not tethered to any kind of social.
That's why coworkers should not be your friends on social media.
But it doesn't matter, friends, they could still find you. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I've already looked at my neighbor. I've already looked her up because I saw her last name on a package and I was like, I gotta know more about this opera singer.
Oh my God.
I wonder if she's done the same about me. I don't know. Maybe she's seen the stories. I've posted countless stories of like, there she goes, recording her because I want to share it with the world of how amazing she is.
She should be our guest.
She should. Anyway, that's my argument for keeping it to number only because a neighbor, someone who lives directly next to you,
they know too much
you
about
want to keep them at an arm's length, and I think you do that with a number instead of social media. Your turn.
Okay, you kind of sold me,
Oh, so argument's over?
Argument over, you win.
Okay, well, so let me finish. So she's amazing. She's such an amazing singer. And I've always thought, like, I should tell her or, like, I should get her number, all that.
You want to get her number so badly.
I do.
You should write
on. So when I'm walking into my building, I see a note on the door folded up that says, to the amazing opera singer. And I was like, oh my God. And for a second, I got defensive immediately because I was like, is that sarcastic? And is someone writing a note like, shut the fuck up. You're not like, and I got scared. So the note was taped shut, but I like bended it so I could peek in like the curved edge of it. And I looked in, and it was like, I couldn't read all of it, but it was like something of like, the way which you gift the city with your talent for free. Like, we are so lucky to have you on our blog. Like, someone wrote her an anonymous, incredible note of
That's
like,
a beautiful story.
because she's the front apartment, so she faces the street, and sometimes she has her window open, I guess, or just people just hear her on the street. And I saw it, and I got scared for some reason of like, because it was in the vestibule, not in past the locked door in the building.
There it is. There's the word of the day. I've never heard before, and I have no idea.
Vestibule. Have we already gone over this vestibule?
It's like a foyer.
No, yeah, but
A
it's like
foyer?
it's like. Have you seen that Friends episode where Chandler Bing is like, I'm in a vestibule with Jill Goodacre or whatever her
Yes.
name is, and he's like in the bank
I
vestibule.
feel like we've had this conversation before.
I feel like we have two for some. I'm having deja vu. Like, it's the door. When you're going into a building, it's like you go into two doors.
The pre-lobby.
It's the pre-lobby, yeah. So the note was there. So for some reason I panicked and I was like, she's not going to get it because someone's going to like take it or throw it out or something. I just got like scared. I was like,
Yeah.
I should go give it to her. And I picked it up and started to go in and I walked in with the note. And then I was like, wait, if I give this to her, what if, you never know with neighbors, what if she would think that like I wrote it and was like, someone left you a note, like, and was being a pervy creep and was like, I just saw it outside, wonder who it's from. And then so I went back out into the vestibule and I put it exactly where I found it. And I'm like, I hope she got it.
Oh my God.
I hope she got it.
That's a great story.
Yeah, that's like her New York story for the week. We're
Yeah.
telling everyone else's New York story.
Dude, what's her name? We probably shouldn't.
Her name is Jacqueline. I
That's
won't
all
say
we
her
need.
last name.
Jacqueline. And she lives at...
Can't say.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna make it my goal to introduce. I'm too scared to like knock on her door. Like, would you ever knock on a neighbor's door?
Totally.
You would knock on a neighbor's door in New York City that you don't know and just
You're
be like,
do you have
"Hi,
any
I'm Chloe."
sugar?
What?
Do you have any sugar?
I've thought about
And
that.
then
I'm
I
like,
take
I
all
need
my
an egg.
clothes off. It's like one of those.
Do you have any extra eggs? Whip out a boob.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, is your fax machine broken?
You would knock on a neighbor's door and introduce yourself.
Yeah. If I needed something.
Should we challenge ourselves to both do that this week?
Whoa.
Well, I'm actually going to be in LA all of next week, but I'll do it before the next time we record. Should we do it?
No, let's do this. Let's make one stranger friend this week. And everyone else should do that too.
One stranger friend?
Doesn't have to be, let's talk to one stranger, extended conversation.
I kind of like the neighbor thing better, but I'll do that. But if that's yours, then next time it's going to be knock on a neighbor's door and say, hi, I'm Chloe.
Okay.
And I'll do hi, I'm Emily.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
I'll do it.
Here's something I thought about. This is not a question or a story. It's just a concept I thought of, and I realized everything in New York either takes 30 minutes or costs $30. Agree or
Not
disagree?
Agree.
Or both.
Agree.
Like, it feels impossible to run an errand or run out and do anything
Yes.
that doesn't at least take up a 30-minute window of your day.
You get one thing on Seamless, it's
$30. Anything from Amazon, $30. Coffee shop,
$30.
feels like $30 because it's like $10.
It's like $29.99.
Every latte now is like $10, but that's basically $30 because that's just too much.
And then you have to get a treat.
And you get a treat.
It's $30. Every re-enter to your apartment, $30 has been spent, maybe $100.
Yep,
if you're
and
me.
30 minutes have gone by.
And 30 minutes have gone by. I give myself in New York City 30 minutes to get anywhere, no matter what.
You're so good about that.
So like I used to get to class. I would leave for class 30 minutes before. I'd get there in 5 minutes. I'd have 25 minutes early to class.
Why would you do that? That's like...
I just have to be early. Like I have to be
I really
early.
admire that. I mean, coming here, and here's the thing. It's like, why wouldn't
What's the thing?
The thing, I say that all the fucking time. Here's the thing. The thing is, I'm late all the time, and I'm constantly miserable on my way to being at the place.
you're rushing.
Because I'm rushing. Why don't
Why are
I
you
fucking
rushing?
change that?
Why are you rushing?
I'm an adult woman. Why am I rushing? Because I'm
No,
late.
I was going to tell you a joke.
Oh, why am I rushing?
No, why are you rushing? I'm Italian.
Oh,
Did you get it?
no.
Take it out.
Why are you Russian? I'm Italian?
No, like.
No, you're not Russian.
Yeah.
You're Italian.
Yeah.
That was the joke.
Take it away.
Okay. Why do you say that? Why do you want me to take it out? Now I want to leave it in and let people experience this part of you. Why do you want me to take it out?
Because I need to get my jokes. I gotta get my ducks in a row.
But it's funny to me that you're like, oh, that's not what I meant. Take it out. Should we do New York stories?
Yeah.
Do you want to go first or you want me to go first?
I can go first.
Okay.
Okay.
Chloe, what's your New York story this week?
I'm so glad you asked. Every time you say it, I'm like, oh my God, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been moving, as you know.
Yeah.
And going back and forth, and I've been packing.
By the way, can we get a little commotion for the move?
Thank you.
Can we get a little commotion for the move? Chloe Richmond has been, Ellie just woke up at that.
That's my dog.
Chloe Richmond has been working Fashion Week at
Thank
her
you.
job that is not even a month that she's been there.
Correct.
New job where she has to prove herself. Fashion Week in New York City. Moving apartments all by herself all this week. That
Thank
is
you.
amazing.
Thank you, Ab.
And through all of that, you managed to stay sane and stay you.
Oh my God. So my New York story is this. I'm moving back and forth, boxes going back and forth. I ended up putting all my shit in the luggage.
Yeah.
I take my luggage, go up, go back, you pack it up. My luggage is a Rimowa suitcase. Do you know what a Rimowa suitcase is?
Nah, shot in hell.
Perfect. A Rimowa suitcase is one of the nicest suitcases you can get.
Better than away.
Girl, please. It takes a big fat shit on your way. Okay?
Wow, I'm so late with everything.
Rimowa is
I
like
find something that works, I never leave.
a $3,000 suitcase.
Whoa, why?
Yeah. It's like the creme de la creme of suitcases.
And tell me why. Sell me on it. Now I'm pissed.
Here's the thing.
You just took a shit on my away bag.
Here's the thing.
Yeah?
I would never spend money on a suitcase like that.
But
Let me tell you the story. So I have my Rimowa suitcase, the big size. How
Yeah.
much is that? $5,000 probably.
oh my God.
Bring it up, bring it back, bring it up, bring it back. My mom and her friend helping me bring all my shit, schlepping.
Yeah.
And my mom decides she's going to take some stuff back to her hotel and I'm going to go to sleep.
Okay.
I go to sleep and my mom goes
To her
to
hotel?
her hotel, whatever. The next morning I wake up, I have a phone call from a random number. I always answer, by the way. I
Random
always answer a
numbers?
random number.
I used to, and then one time I ordered merch from discountmugs.com. Like I ordered
call you every
mugs.
day, like-
they call me 3 times a day.
Here's the thing. I love it. I love it because you can fuck with them.
No, I don't have the when I'm alone, I'm not interested in fucking.
Oh my God, I
with
have fun.
them. Really?
Yeah, I'm like, I'll come up with a whole story. It's like an inside joke with myself.
That's cute. I like that you have that.
Thanks.
You live such a fun life.
I also have an inside joke with myself. Have you ever seen those trucks in New York that are called Auto Chlor?
No.
It's like chlorine fixing trucks. They go outside restaurants.
I've never
sometimes.
seen that.
Every time I see it, I'm like, that's me, Auto Chlor.
I do.
I also have an inside
You're
joke.
auto chlor. You're automatically chlor. Chlor's on auto. Wait, have you ever told anyone that?
Wait, I also have another one. You know
Okay.
what? I'll keep going.
I want them.
I'm gonna keep it for myself.
I want them. I'm
Well-
like, do I have any? I must.
Do you ever see those trucks that go around the city?
What's with all the trucks?
No. The trucks that go around the city that are open, they're like just the skeleton of the truck, and there's like animals,
Do we live in the same city?
like sculpture animals in them.
No.
Every time I see that in my head, I'm like, take a shot. You saw it.
Oh.
I like have that with
I like
myself.
auto chlor.
Yeah. Anyway, so those are my inside jokes with me. So anyway, I get a call the next morning, and I'm like, hello, and they're like, that's how I answer.
Yeah.
And
Hello?
hello, and they're like, is this Chloe Richmond? And I'm like, this is she.
Why do people say that?
I don't know. It's like, yeah, it's me.
This is no, but why this is she?
I know because it's like,
'Cause
it's
that's-
not she.
this is her.
me.
It's like, I'm Chloe. Why are we even talking in third person? And why are we using she? That's the wrong grammar.
Yeah.
Grammar, please.
Yeah, there she is.
This is she. My dad always growing up, he would be like, this is he. And I'm like, this is him. This is him.
This is you.
Who started that?
Wait, but this
Why
is
don't we
you.
do that? Why don't we just go, yeah, I'm Craig.
I'm here.
I'm Emily.
It's me.
It's me.
Correct.
Hi, is this Emily Wilson?
Correct.
This is Emily. Even
Yeah,
just this
you
is
could
Emily.
also-
this is she.
Or
Makes no sense.
Is this Claire Trent? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
This is it. Yes. So then he's like, this is so crazy, but
I love your podcast. Sorry, I'm keep interrupting. Go ahead.
We get there. He says, I saw your Ramoa suitcase on the street on 6th Avenue. And I was like, that's not supposed to be there because I recently went to the Ramoa exhibit. That's how you know it's like a nice suitcase. They had an exhibit.
You're
Right?
always doing cool things.
They
You went
had
to a
an
suitcase exhibit?
No, I didn't go. Nathaniel went.
Oh, I thought you had said
Yes,
that.
this is he has a name.
Okay.
So on the other line, he's like, his name's Nathaniel.
Yeah.
He found this Ramoa suitcase. He's like, I saw it on 6th Avenue. And I was like, that shouldn't be there. It was empty. And I'm like, wait, what? Hold on a second, sire. Hold on. Call my mom. Mom, what the fuck? Why is my Ramoa suitcase on 6th Avenue? She's like, I went into the wine store and I put it outside and I went in and I walked out and I left it.
And totally forgot about
I
it?
forgot about it. And he found me because of the little like barcode.
Yeah.
That's like Chloe Richmond. He searched it on Instagram.
Shut up.
He DM'd me.
Wait, what barcode?
You know how when you travel, there's like, they stick like your luggage barcode? Like,
Yeah.
he saw Chloe Richmond, who found me on Instagram.
Oh my God.
Called me.
Your phone number's on Instagram?
We DM'd, then he
Okay.
called me. So I like left that part out. But he called me and he's like, I have your Ramoa suitcase. And I'm like, he's like, I have it at my apartment. I got it for you. It's safe. I was 2 seconds from taking it to Ramoa because you know at Ramoa, they can track your suitcase.
Oh
I'm
my
schwitzing.
God.
It's fake. So if he took it to Ramoa, I'm immediately outed.
And he would actually throw it in a dumpster because he'd be so mad
Anyway,
at you.
so he's like, I'll meet you, blah, blah, blah. By the way, what's your podcast about? Because he sees my Instagram.
Oh my God.
Sees my Instagram story. We end up meeting up. He's a hairdresser. He's working Fashion Week. I'm working Fashion Week.
You amaze me, girl.
and I'm going to take him to coffee for returning my Ramoa.
Oh my God. You're fake
That's
Ramoa.
a New York Soa. So- Whoa. That's a New York.
That shit makes me laugh way too hard. Like,
I'm so serious. Wait, I actually forgot how to speak English.
I said
that's-
Ramoa when you were trying to say story. Ooh, that's a New York Soa. Okay. Okay. I don't know other people. That's what it's.
That's a New York.
That's a New York story. That's an amazing New York story. Your next one is gonna have to be about the coffee date, how it goes.
Yeah,
And what
how
if he
you-
listens to this and then he finds out it's fake? Are you gonna tell him it's fake?
No,
You're not gonna tell him?
that's for us to know.
But what if he listens to this episode?
He won't get this far.
See, you've already made a stranger friend.
Yeah.
You literally said, "Can I take you to coffee?" How old is he, do you think?
I think he's like, he has a husband and they're both working Fashion Week. They live in the West Village. They seem to be like middle-aged or higher.
Wow, and you're like, "Can I buy you a coffee?" And he's
Yeah.
like, "Yes."
He was like, I'll take you up. I'd love to meet you. Because we had like a little repertoire when we were on the phone. I was like, oh my God, he's like, about your podcast.
Wow.
This reminds
Why do I
me-
feel like that would never happen to me if someone like found my item?
You know, if you lose your wallet, you could just stick it in a mailbox and the postal service will send it to the owner based on your license.
Oh, that's smart. Like, you put it in an envelope. It says like lost wallet.
You don't have to. You could just put the wallet in. And they
and
know
they'll
what
be
to
like,
do.
"Oh, really?"
Yeah.
They get trained on that.
I don't know.
But you know that they do that.
Okay, I want to hear your New York story.
That was truly amazing. I can't wait to hear about your coffee date with Nathaniel. My New York story of this week is another nostalgic one. Boo.
Boo, but we like them. Yay!
We do like them. I went to dinner last Friday with John. We went out with some family and family friends. And then afterward, we were like, I still want to drink. Do you? So we went to the Owl's Tail, which is the bar that we got engaged at.
Upper West Side.
Upper West Side. And it
Amazing
was
cocktails.
amazing cocktails. My favorite bar in the city, hence the proposal.
Proposal.
And
Hence the proposal.
Hence the proposal. Yeah. So we were there. We went there for a drink, and it was so fun. First of all, we walked in, and I was like, to all the staff, I was like, were you here for it?
Yeah.
And a lot of them were. They were like, oh my God, that was like the cutest day. I'm so happy to see.
Do you get like endless free stuff for?
You know, you would think they would have come to drink, but now that I think about it, I don't think they did, and they should have. But we got merch. I got like Alice t-shirts. But so we were there, and then the staff who wasn't there, they were still like, we heard all about it, whatever. It was really cute. We're sitting down, and then there was a table next to us, and the girl's drink looked good, or my drink looked good. It was one of those where it was like, what is that?
Yeah.
And we started talking to them. Exchanges. We started talking to them, and they were a couple. They were there because they had their first date there 2.5 years ago.
I'm obsessed with this.
He's from Paris and is totally French. She's from she's from LA, and they both met. Oh fuck! How did they met on Hinge?
Don't make that face. I met my boyfriend on
No,
Hinge.
no, I should remember if that was true.
Okay.
I feel like maybe they
love
met.
dating apps.
No, they did. They met on Hinge. They met on a dating app.
And you're happy about it.
And I'm happy about it. I know everyone I know has met on Hinge. They met on Hinge, and now they're moving. They were at the bar they had their first date at because the next day he was moving and she's going to meet him in a month. They're moving to Australia because he got a new job, and he's a college professor, and he got like a job that took him to Australia. She's born and raised in New York, so she's never left New York. She found this man on Hinge. Here's this for your dating questions.
I love that all your stories are about other New Yorkers.
I guess so today, huh?
Yeah, but this is so interesting.
Yeah, they met 2.5 years ago. So they're moving to Australia the next day. He's completely like French, lived in New York for a stint. Now he's going to Australia.
He's completely totally French.
He's completely 100% French.
Oh my God.
She's born and raised in New York. They met on Hinge, and now they're moving to Australia together. And it just made me go like, the possibilities are so amazing. And it felt so special that John and I were like at the place we got engaged, like having a nostalgic drink, and they were at the place they had their first date.
Their
having a
beginning and your ending.
My beginning.
Your middle.
Yeah, my middle. But it was so, and then we talked to them for like 2 hours and learned all about, like, it just became like a group date. And it was so.
A group date.
A group date. And I was like wishing that I got their contact, but I guess they're moving to Australia.
I love that.
But it just made me go like, and especially because getting back from I've been so like grateful to be back in New York, and that just really like resonated so hard with me of like, there's so many possibilities of just like,
yeah,
wow, you guys, when would you have met if not in this city? He's French. You grew up here. And now you're going to Australia. And she was saying to me, she was like, I never thought I would be moving to Australia. Like, what am I doing?
I know.
Like, I just love, like, it's my life. Like, I love him and we're in love. And I was like, that's amazing.
Love
I'll
will
never
make
move
you
to Australia.
do crazy things. Neither will I. Neither will I. Neither will I.
Yeah. Love will make you do crazy things.
Crazy. I feel like there's so many similarities that we all have living in New York, but there's so many of us that it's like hard to really get into it.
Yeah.
But when you do talk to people and you do meet these random people and strangers and you find common ground.
It's so nice. Yeah.
It's so nice.
One thing I do wish that I could change about it is like when I was talking to them, and I have this a lot, and I don't know how to get rid of this. Maybe you can help me because you're probably so good
what?
at this. It's like when I'm talking to someone new, or like that energy of it's a new person that I'm talking to, in my head, even if I'm enjoying talking to them, in my head, I'm like, how is this going to end? How are we going to get out of this? How is it not going to be awkward? And so I like want it to get over with so I can get the awkward ending of the conversation over with rather than just enjoying where it goes.
I understand what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
I totally know what you mean.
And it distracts me and takes me out of it. But I'm like, just who cares? Like, be present.
That's funny because I totally understand what you're saying. And I have those moments all the time. But recently I've noticed, I'm like, how can I hang out with this? How can we be friends like forever? What if they're like, how can I like keep this relationship?
No, but it's not even to me about the relationship.
More
it's
so
about
like
the moment of like,
yeah, the
why
present.
am I so worried about like how like how are we gonna get out of this conversation?
I feel that way about greeting people. If I'll overthink like, do I hug? Do I hand? Like that. Like how do we start?
Yeah.
I feel like how do you start?
I'm always like, how do we end?
That's interesting.
I'll work on it. Okay, so that's it. You have we have,
That's it.
That's it. We have the task of stranger interaction, and we both have to do it and talk about our stranger interactions.
And let
next
us know
time.
if you guys do it.
Let us
DM
know if you guys do it. Exactly.
I'd love to know.
And to the person who asked how to make friends in New York, I hope we answered it well for you. Okay, love you, Chloe.
Love you, Ev.
Thanks for listening to Litty and Shitty in the Big Bad City.
Whether you were just cleaning your apartment, slaying at the gym, or strutting on these city streets, we're always grateful for your ears.
Be sure to follow or subscribe, tell a friend, and hey, leave a review. Lilas!
What?
Love you like a sister.
Oh, cute. Lilas!
Litty and shitty in the big bad city. Litty and shitty in the big bad city.